What did you say to her?
We're upset by the way it all was handled. We feel like it was in poor taste for them to hold this press conference after sending out a vague press release to news stations in a different county who all were waiting to hear information on a possibly big break in a case that wasn't related to today's press conference. And it kind of feels as if they used the media and the Laura Riley case to get the word out about his retirement, and that's really not okay. We're going through enough emotionally right now, so to have to deal with this, and I know he did address and say that we were told what it was about. We were not told what it was about. We were told that it would not be about Joe Ringer. However, this morning we all woke up to hear every news station on the radio and on the television and across social media telling us that it would be about Joe's case. So we came up, thinking maybe lines were crossed somewhere, maybe there was some miscommunication. So yeah, we took a risk in coming up here, especially since they're down in Hatfield right now, still investigating, and I'm feeling like that's where we should be, and we're here instead. So it's all disheartening, and it's been yet another emotional roller coaster for us, and I feel like this one could have and should have been avoided.
When you called this morning, your voicemail, you said, I think it's Thursday morning. So the last 24, how have you guys? Yeah,
it's hard to even know what day it is. I work in the middle of the night, so yeah, I called this morning to check in with you because I was hearing on the news that it was gonna be about Joe's case, and telling you I was gonna come up because I thought it might be based on what I was hearing, and I didn't know what day it was. It's hard when you don't sleep the night before. It's particularly hard because this is happening in my backyard. I can't escape it. They're driving by my house, even if I don't want to be there. It's really tough.
I don't want to make you cry anymore, but how
very frustrating.
How's Savannah doing? I mean, I know that she didn't come here today, but why?
So Savannah is such a strong girl, strong woman, and she's holding it together. She's needed a lot of support the last 24 hours, and we're giving her all we got, but it's getting hard because we're wearing thin too, so
the thing that's really gotten me throughout the past year of covering this is just to see how you guys are all surrounded by such a strong support system, and you're all so close. I mean, it's hard to tell where the lines between family and friends are.
There isn't one. In our mind, we're all family, and that's the most amazing thing. And one of the things that I've said right from the beginning of all this is that very few of us even knew who each other were before this happened. And this is Joe's way of bringing us all together and making us a family, and giving her daughter the support that she knows she needs when she can't be there for her.
And then during the press conference when he said, that
I'm sorry.
That he wanted to, he would open it for questions, and he said, but can we, before we talk about Joe Ringer, can we talk about my retirement? How did you guys react to that?
It kind of was just placed in a way they brought the media attention brought us to the media attention after discovering skeletal remains, and then all of a sudden it's a retirement party for him. We just thought everything that headlined was all put into one picture, this was part of this, and this is what it was all about. So we were falsely led on this, and I felt it was wrong on the prosecution to even go forward with this. They should just continue this into another day. Had a stressful time for the family, and many of friends looking for Joe to bring peace to her family.
What were you hoping to hear at the presser? I mean, obviously you were hoping to hear something positive.
Well, we were hoping to hear a lot of positive things out of it, hear something, but not a retirement party. We were under the assumption by the media or other sources that today might have been something that would break the news of the Joe Ringer case. We just want to bring peace to her family, her daughter, and just put her to rest and figure out what's going on here. so much hurt for a lot of people. Just it was bad timing on the prosecution's end of between this to us.
Did they tell, when you just took you in the room, did they say anything to you guys that was anything of substance?
No, he just said maybe the media took it out of context, but I think a lot of things were taken out of the context. I think it was more taken from the DA's office. They should have been more vague on it and told us more what this case was actually about, his retirement. And after something breaking news, how it all rolled into the Joanne Ringer case was very, very distasteful by the prosecution, in my opinion.
Could you just say and spell your name for us in relation?
Ted Seymour, S-C-Y-M-O-U-R. And I'm a good friend of Joe Ringer for many years.
And could you do the same, please? Tell us.
My name is Ginger Plantier, Ginger Plantier, and I'm a good friend of Joe Ringer's as well.
This may be a repeat question. I'm late to the game over here. I apologize. When you heard that there were remains found, was your initial response that this is my friend, this is my loved one?
Pretty much immediately. So I actually found out very, very early yesterday morning, as soon as the Hatfield police had released to the press that there was something found in the woods in Hatfield. I knew about it. It's kind of hard not to. I've lived there for 17 years now, and where they're talking about is right behind my house. They did not give a location, but I knew where it was. I actually, I was there before some of the police officers, stuck in the mud trying to get there myself before they arrived. And that's kind of, one of the reasons that I personally feel that there's a more than good chance that this is my friend that is on that mountain. If they're searching someplace that I can locate myself before they even get there, because I feel so strongly that there's a possibility she's there, it says a lot to me. So
You feel in your gut, you feel in your heart that it's her.
I do. And that is such a mixed emotion, because there's part of me that's longing for the closure and to be able to put her to rest, and there's part of me that just wants to hug her and see her again.
The fact that we're like 2 days from the 1-year anniversary, why? What does that mean to you? Why? Is that a coincidence too? Is that what it feels like?
I don't think it's a coincidence at all, and people can call it hogwash or whatever they want, but I think that this is all Joe. I think she's been in control for a little while now. She's been giving us signs and messages, and the way that everything has come together, the timing of it all, it's something bigger is at play here.
And then yesterday when you guys left and the police left, they left the mountain open, right? And they told you guys not to go up there, but they left the mountain open and said they were going to be searching again, but you shouldn't go up there because you might taint the investigation. But then couldn't any hiker walk up the mountain and do the same?
Well, I just need to say that I wasn't firsthand privy to that information. That was something that wasn't said directly to me. That is what I heard, though. And there's no caution tape up there. There's nothing marking it as a crime scene, so I don't know what would have stopped someone from going up there. I know it stopped me. It was enough to make me turn around and leave, because the last thing I need is for some cause for appeal in this case. So someone had asked earlier, what were we hoping to hear today? I think it was you, sir. I was hoping to hear that possibly additional charges were going to be brought against Laura Riley, to be completely frank with you. I think that the more and more we learn, and the more evidence comes to light, and the more time that passes, and the more people who are willing to speak out, it becomes more and more evident every day that Laura Riley did more than just lie to the police. And we just pray that someday she does the right thing. I've never hated a person and prayed for them at the same time in my life, but I do it every day for Laura Riley.
Thank you.
Thank you.